Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the first webinar in the Growth Accelerator series. It's all part of your Cloud Movers program there at Ingram Micro. And today's topic is all about standing out from the crowd and how your business and what we can do to help your business stand out from the crowd. So I hope you get a lot out of it. And to show you what we're going to be talking about today, just got a quick little agenda. We'll have a very quick introduction and then we'll dive straight into a little bit of the foundations. And today's really about the foundations of setting you up and your business up to stand out from the crowd and set up the foundations for strong marketing. So we're going to work at a pretty conceptual level today. And as we progress through the webinars, we'll get down to more and more practical hands-on type things. Don't worry, it's not all going to be high-level concepts. You're going to have some things to take away with you and some homework to do if you so wish, and then some great tips to help you and your business stand out from the crowd. So let's dive into it. Actually, before I do, I should mention at the very end there is a quiz that I encourage you all to complete. We'll go contribute toward the Cloud Movers program, and it's 5 short questions and just multiple choice. And if you've got any questions at the end of this, please reach out to Ingram Micro or myself as well, and the contact details are at the very end. So let's dive in. Okay, very quickly, my name's Philip Scott from Pipefuel. We're a digital marketing agency working with Microsoft partners that want to challenge the status quo, really looking to change the way they work and operate. And you know, I'm sure you can read over that at your own time about what we do, but really we're all about providing an alternative way to grow your business using digital marketing. So enough about me, let's dive into what you're here to talk about, and that's your buyers and how to stand out from the crowd. So standing out from the crowd, first and foremost, is we've got to start with understanding who the customer is. And today, the customer is very different to what it was. The technology buyer was 10 years ago. Today's buyers are no longer dependent on sales. The salesperson to move them through the stages of the buying cycle so they can reach a decision point. Today's buyer is really in the driving seat. They've now got access to so much information online. They've usually done a lot of research and they're self-educated and have high expectations before they come in contact with your business. So it's really changed the dynamic, and the cloud buyer is in the driving seat. They'll often find you through their own research rather than you or your sales team finding them. And they're often skeptical of salespeople as well, because they've done the research. They know there's many options out there. They've got that level of skepticism that we need to overcome. And one of the things that today's buyer is really looking for, and we're going to talk a lot about this today, this final 2 bullet points, is they want to understand a bit about you and who you are and what your business is all about. They want something to believe in. What is your purpose? What is it that makes you get out of bed each day? You know, something that they can connect with. What's going to make their life easier? What alignment have they got to your business? And they're going to seek some level of engagement and meaningfulness in this. So that's some of the key factors. You're probably all well aware of that already, but it's always good to sort of touch on that the buyer is really in the driver's seat, and the rational factors that we used to use, which is product, price, and a convenient location to deliver these services, and I've got really skilled people, those sort of rational factors are no longer really differentiators. They're almost like a given that you need to have to be at the negotiation table. So what we really need to do is to move beyond those rational factors into how to engage the hearts of these customers, how to engage with them on some level that's going to make you stand out from the crowd. And we're going to talk about a few things today that might give you some different ideas and hopefully prompt you to do something a little bit different in your business. And not every idea we're going to talk about will be applicable to your business, Sometimes it might be too expensive. Sometimes it might be just not your style. It doesn't matter, but we're just going to share a whole bunch of ideas and a bit of a process for what you can do. So let's move on. Today's buyer. Okay. Now today's buyer, and here's a photo here that you can see, and this buyer has all sorts of information at their fingertips. But one of the challenges they have with so much information is they get inundated and they get overloaded. So again, they're looking for something that's going to stand out. Just talking about product features and the latest release is not really going to stand out because everyone's going to be talking about that. But what they're really seeking is some sort of fresh insight or fresh perspective around what it is you're going to bring to the table that'll help you stand out from the others and make their life easier. And there's a number of ways to do that, and we're going to talk about those today. But as technology people, and we've all been around technology, and I've been in the technology game for 20 years, we all love the products. We've invested so much time into the product and understanding the latest release and how to apply it to a business and how to implement it and what technical challenges we need to overcome, that we very, very quickly want to focus on doing a demonstration of the product and talk about its products and features. But really that's missing something. It's the right thing to do at the right time of the sales process, but early on when you're trying to engage with customers, it's not really the ideal thing to do. We need to engage them in some sort of way that's going to connect with them, to give them a reason to want to deal with us in the future. And one of the things we can do is tell a story. Now, stories are a broad topic, and let's flick over the slide here. And yes, we've been listening to stories since we were very, very young, but there's a good reason for it, because stories are one of the most well-proven means of receiving, processing, and interpreting information. And it's how we get remembered as well. We remember a story and how they made us feel much more than, let's say, a fact sheet on a product. And one of the things to remember is that we're in technology and we're trying to talk about technology solutions with our customers. But the reality is they're talking to us because they've had a frustration or they've got a pain point within their business. So technology is emotional. They're seeking a relief. They're seeking some sort of relief from this frustration or time delay that's in their business. Or maybe they're scared that their competitors are getting ahead of them because they're not implementing the latest technology. So there's some sort of emotional trigger that has meant that they've prompted them into action to move forward and investigate this problem and investigate what the potential solution is and ultimately talk to you. So, and when we deliver this solution, it sparks an emotion as well. You know, whether it's relief, whether it's joy, whether it's the freedom that they have because it's freed up so much more time, and just it solved a problem for them. So there's always some sort of emotional reaction there. So how we can do that is by telling stories. And I'm going to share with you an example of one Australian partner that's done a great job of this.
Sorry, Gary.
Yeah.
About the Westcourt project, I tried to find a graphics designer on the staff directory.
Yeah.
But all I could find was a bunch of names and some email addresses.
And problem?
Well, how do I know what relevant skills they might have, past projects, clients, that sort of thing?
Email them.
Email.
Yeah, it's been around for a while. You should try it.
Okay, so you don't have an intranet where you can contact people with certain skills and recognize them for good work?
Not on this planet. I don't know, maybe you've been watching too much sci-fi, but you know, here we work in the present. So look, if you want the future, email